What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at a preview of a statue actually coming out next year, July 2022. This is the one-to-one life-size bust of Spawn, inspired from the 1997 film. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So here he is in all his glory, the huge cape, everything, man. This thing is out of control. Once I saw a couple of preview pictures for it, I definitely kept it on my radar and have just been looking around for updates on it. And last night, this company actually dropped some info saying that it was going on pre-order today. So this was like basically a day one pre-order for me. I definitely felt like I needed this. I've been wanting a Spawn piece for a long time, and the 1997 film is very nostalgic to me for a lot of reasons, because I'm 33, so I came up just at that time, and in the 90s this was a really big deal when this came out. Kind of wasn't allowed to see it because it was all about hell, but was able to see it anyway. It was just a really awesome experience for me as a kid. So these pictures look absolutely amazing, and I contacted the company through Facebook and went ahead and pre-ordered this, so we'll be reviewing it in person next year. Hopefully there won't be any delays or too many delays. But yeah, I really love just the texture and the cape and all these really cool little details going all over it. From what I understand, it's going to be 80 centimeters tall. That's including the tips of the collar of the cape. So I think that's around 31 inches, give or take. Yeah, this cape is really, really impressive. Now, the cape is removable. You can display it in two different ways. This is only coming as one option too. There's not going to have an EX or a special edition or anything like that. This is the one you're going to get if you decide to order this. But here's the back. I just really love the cape. The cape is very much like a character in itself in the film. So the fact that they really went this hard on the cape is like my favorite thing. It's getting me so amped. I think they showed a teaser of just Spawn or the sculpt or the prototype or whatever, but it wasn't until later on that I saw it with this insane cape cow thing. So I'm going to go ahead and drop some of these specs that AMA Panda Studios dropped with all of these photos. All of this can be found on Facebook on their page. So this is from the 1997 film. It is a life-size bust. It's limited to 25 pieces worldwide, so there's only going to be 25 of these, which is really cool, and I'm very, very glad that I pre-ordered this. The price is going to be $1,400 in US dollars. The deposit is $400, and they're taking that through PayPal. It is a resin statue. The weight is 15 kilograms, or about 33 pounds. The height is 80 centimeters, which we disclosed before, and the width is 60 centimeters. They mentioned that there will be an LED light system that turns on and off inside the head for the eyes, and that will be done with a remote. So that's very cool. We can expect this to be packed in 2 boxes, and their plan is to have it shipped out by July 2022. So bearing no setbacks or any kind of delays or anything like that, we should see this in about a year. There's almost always some kind of a delay with things like this, so I wouldn't be super surprised to see that. But hey, if it shows up and it looks like this, they can take their time, because this thing is incredible. Man, I am really vibing on the spikes on the shoulders, the detail and the texture in the face. Absolutely incredible. This thing is just nuts, and I am very excited if I'm gonna have one Spawn piece, this is probably it, because it's pretty incredible. I gotta be honest with you. And that's if you're a fan of the movie. Now, if you're a comic kind of elitist with Spawn, I understand it might be a little different, but I'm a 1997 film junkie as a kid, so this is for me. This is definitely a piece for me. Definitely demands your attention, but it doesn't take up too much room. It's not, you don't have to invest so much space into this. This is our final picture here with the cape before we start seeing it displayed without. So as you can see, this is kind of what to expect without the cape going on. Some details on top of the head, some of that pitted texture, spotting, the paint. The paint looks amazing. I mean, for him essentially being almost monochromatic, the paint looks really great, and I'm loving that kind of symbiotic looking worm texture. Same thing kind of going from left to right on the throat. That little red tint on the spikes on his shoulders is just a really good touch, and brings a little bit more color into the piece without being, obnoxious or looking animated. So again, this looks like a flash hitting the eye. So I don't necessarily think the LEDs are on in this, but the green is spot on. So if the green just illuminates that way from the LEDs, I'll take it for sure. And there's the skull weapons that protrude from his chest and do all kinds of stuff in the movie. The white markings on his chest are really good. I love how dirty they are. It's very much my taste. So another look at these spike shoulder things with different textures. Looks like some are kind of wood and bone and some are more metal. Really love the range this thing has. So it looks great without the cape too. So if you don't have the space. Now I noticed they got some blue and some red veins going on the back here coming off of the spine. Yeah, you can see it really good in this photo. So again, more ways of pulling in color on essentially a monochromatic character. There's that tint of the red on the shoulders. Again, I'm not 100% sure if it was like that in the movie, but this is my favorite photo of all. I love that they took Nana and put her next to the statue. This is absolutely amazing. It's like, we need the smallest person in the room. Nana, get by Spawn. We need a photo. I love this. This is my favorite thing that the company did. All right, guys, thanks for joining us for this preview. Stay tuned for more previews of other pre-orders we have coming and just other statues coming in the mail on a regular basis. Stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.